And I went to, Grandmaster Danny Paul. I was like, I don't want to work with him. Like, I don't want to hurt him. And he looks at the guy. He goes, you can go 100%. Yo, this motherfucker lit me up. This motherfucker lit me up. Holy shit. That's the first and second time I ever judged the book by its cover. And he told me that. He goes, you assume because he has limitations from what you see that he can't perform the way you could. Yo, never again. I was like, holy shit. So, and this guy...
I'm blind, bro.
Jesus. Jesus.
All right. 3, 2, 1. And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Geezus Show with your host, George MORA, and your co-host,
Christian VIDAL.
And our producer in the back, EDWIN, CHUYA. Yo, come on, pop in real quick. Just pop in. Show your face.
Yeah, we're going to stop. He doesn't want
to do this. He finally did that. I've been trying to get him to do that for so long. It is what it is. All right. And our guest today is John from Striking 101.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Yes. My sensei, the guy who taught me pretty much everything I know about the stand-up game.
Chopping people's legs
off, getting chopped in the legs by Dutch.
Screw that guy.
fucking sparring with Ernie and everything. Yo, I love the gym. I love the vibe. Everything going on in Striking 101.
That's some good news coming up with that.
That's why I joined and everything.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to get this guy to join.
Once I can, definitely.
After this quarantine bullshit.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I mean, yeah, I'm already starting to train ladies. So
yeah. Right now we got one of my other instructors. He does Taekwondo.
Nice.
He's at his gym right here on Northern. So we're like a 5-minute drive away. So he just wanted to stop being fat. So he's like, yo, I need somebody to train with. You want to come through? And I'm like, yo, fuck it, let's go.
That work.
Yeah, let's put in that work. So we've been training. We brought Edwin. Now Edwin wants to join. We're motivating Edwin to go.
That's all it is, man. Just need some bodies to hit.
Exactly, man. And I'm like waiting for like Striking 101 to open up because I seen y'all got the bags and everything.
Well, we put everything down for a bit because of that whole rioting and looting stuff.
Yeah, right.
Everything away. We got a text message and they were like, Sensei, they're gonna do a protest. It was by one of the cops, and it's someone's gonna be possibly rioting, looting, and some gyms got burned down. Some gyms got vandalized.
MMA gyms?
Yeah, friends of mine.
What?
Yeah, a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu gym that I know out in Cali got burned down. They, what do you call that?
That's Eddie Bravo's gym, right?
No, he has a couple of them.
He has a couple of them?
That was an affiliate one. What do you call that when you put the alcohol and you put
Molotovs?
Molotovs.
Yeah, Molotovs. They Molotov that? For what? It's a jiu-jitsu gym.
For being dicks. Yeah. People just want to be dicks. I'm all for the writing. I'm all for the protesting. People have the right to talk and stuff like that. And I'm just saying, if you can be in the thousands in the street like this and not worry about this Corona shit, then why can't people train?
Exactly. You know what's crazy is you predicted this. You predicted this. It's the truth. It's crazy because he did predict this. I was talking about this the other day because the second the whole quarantine thing happened, everybody stopped going out and things because of the illness or whatever. Yeah, and you were like, yeah, people are all inside home. There's gonna be riots. There might be martial law. Yep. Everybody's gonna be scared. People are gonna start like anarchy is gonna happen. And he was scared about it. And he was the first one. So I'm like, you know what? It's too early to call this. We don't even know what's going on. And you were saying it.
I'm telling you.
And then the quarantine was almost over.
Yeah.
And just a little thing just set it off.
Spark.
Like not little, but it's a big thing, but like it sparked it all off. So now there's like looting and rioting and all this shit. So it's
not gonna die down. I don't think it's gonna die down, to be honest with you. I think people are still pent up, a lot of frustration, not working. The government gives us $1,200 to last for 3 months.
Yeah,
$1,200. Yeah. Speak a little to Mike.
Yeah.
We get all that audio in.
No, so it's like what do you expect people to do? You're home. You're being. It's basically we're in jail.
House arrest, yeah.
Right or wrong? Now we got curfew. Or we had curfew. Yeah. You got to stay home at what time? You can't go out past this time. You can't do that to people, man. People are gonna go lose their shit. People have the right to do what they want when they want. Of course, we have to follow certain things, but when you're told you can't work, when you're told you have to stay home, when you're told that, hey, listen, your business is not essential, and how you're supposed to take care of your family, your kids, and this and that. Like with us, with the academy,
Yeah.
right? We pay $10,000 a month in rent.
It's
Now,
insane.
So we close when? March 15th. What are we in now? June, almost June 15th. Right?
June. Yeah,
we're getting close, right?
Yeah, we're
Right?
we're
So
3 days away from June
right,
15th. Yeah.
April, May, June, boom, 3 months, and it's gonna keep building and building and building and building and building. It's just like, you know, the other day when we had that last day of training that I posted up, this fucking guy.
It's crazy because
Can I curse? I don't know.
Yeah, you can curse all you want.
Fucking shit,
I don't
motherfucker.
Give a fucking shit. Fuck off.
So this fucking cocksucker. I'm really nice to everybody, but this dude comes by. Everybody's training. Everybody's having a good time. And I noticed the guy pulls out his phone and he's recording. Hold on, I'm in class. I don't want to make sure the kids hear this. Sensei. So this guy starts recording us, and I go to him like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "This isn't social distancing." But he said it like really nasty.
Yeah.
I was like, near the fucking people protesting around the world, go say some shit about that. Go videotape that shit. Mind your fucking business. And he goes, "What the fuck did he say?" He said something stupid. And I said, "What? You gonna pay the academy's rent? Are you gonna give me money so I can take care of my kids at home?" No, so fuck off. I said, "It's people like you that is ruining our society. You're that Karen that everybody keeps talking about, right? Yeah. So you know Hanger. Right? Hanger got shut down. They got the liquor license.
Oh, yeah. It's that bar.
Because the cocksuckers like him. You know, because we're like, hey, well, you know, people want us to go out. They want to drink. Listen, it's summertime. Everyone's having a great time. Okay, granted. They're not doing anything indoors. People outside getting their drinks. And you got people hating. So they'll take videos. They'll call 311. Hey, Hanger's not keeping the guidelines of 6 feet apart and all this shit. So they got their liquor license taken away. And that shit hurts because...
damn. No fucking way. They got the whole liquor license taken away.
So one of the owners of Hanger, their kid is one of our students. So, you know, we got that family bond.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Of course I'm going to feel bad. It's like, that's his income for his kid and his family. So people are assholes, man. You know, they just want to... I think this whole quarantine has shown a lot of people's true colors with racism, with just stupidity, with just anything, man. You know? And then there's people that are just fucking down to earth, amazing human beings, you know, that have gone out their way to help people. Like I've gotten so many texts from you, from other guys in the academy, from promoters, from fighters that I know on like high levels and stuff like that. Like, hey, Sensei, man, stop beating yourself up because you feel like you let everybody down. Shit happens. You know, we know you're gonna bounce back, which is good, right? So going back on that.
That's why I feel like it's important to like make these podcasts and like interview like small business owners because like y'all going through hard times and nobody really even knows about what you guys are going through. Nobody knows about the loans that you have or the rent that you have to pay or like how you're gonna make your bills for your kids because like this is all still like can you even collect unemployment?
So I'm not gonna say how I did it. Just thank Narcos, by the way. Ernie, because he's Colombian. Sensei, I got you. Anyone who's looking for unemployment help, hit up Ernie. By the way, that guy's a G. So he helped me out. So that's. I mean, I'll say it now. That's how we're gonna open up the academy. We sat down with the guys and we just thinking about how we're gonna reopen. So Ernie did my unemployment. And it's like, all right, look, I'm supposed to get like $700-800 a week. Plus they owe me all that back pay. So it came out to roughly about $9,000. That they're gonna give me one lump sum.
Oh, right? That's good. Yeah, that's good.
So I got that literally 3 days ago. $9,000. I'm not touching.
Okay, good. And is that the loan or is that
that's my unemployment?
No, that's just your unemployment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what happened. We weren't approved. We weren't approved for a PPP loan.
For the PPP loan, none of that.
For EIDL, we weren't approved for any of that shit.
What?
Which sucks
because they were claiming that they're gonna give businesses $10,000. Yeah. To keep going, pretty much.
All the big corporations are the ones that got the bailouts and stuff like that. The little ones they got.
That's crazy. Yeah, because my instructor here in New York City Black Belt Center, he only got $1,000 from the $10,000.
That's messed up.
And it's messed up, but it's like at least he got something, but you guys didn't even receive anything.
No, I didn't get anything. You know, so I got that $9,000, and then we're doing privates on the side, and we're doing training at the park. Because either way, like I said, with that idiot that was recording us at the academy, I mean, even if I did it now, people can just call us in. Then I'm gonna get $1,000 fine, and then we're gonna get shut down permanently and take our license taken away. So it's not even worth the risk because we're not supposed to be open. We're phase 4, and we're in phase 1 right now.
Yeah. So now, what are like the like the steps for them to move on?
Right. So right now, like phase 1, I got because I'm logged in with the with the state. So phase 1 was construction and some like real estate and stuff like that. Phase 2 is like the hair salons and barbershops. And then phase 3 is some sporting events, but then phase 4 are the gyms.
Oh, the gyms.
So
and that's like September.
That's maybe September, right? That's, you know.
Knocking on wood.
Yeah, of course. But don't get me wrong, I have a lot of friends that have been still teaching.
Yeah.
Doing their thing on the DL. We can't because you see in the academy, we have beautiful windows. It's
like it's see-through windows. Everybody can see us working out, sweating, putting that work in.
Any asshole wants to come in and say, "Yo, look, these guys are not listening to the rules."
Those fucking Karens, bro.
Right? You can't instead of saying, "Hey, let's make a GoFundMe," and you motherfuckers, instead of talking shit, donate.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's another way, but.
And you're helping the community, bro. Like you're helping. You're literally helping everybody in that small community, like get back at like protect themselves.
Or the windows are for riding, bro. You know,
protect
the windows for riding.
But listen, that is true. They're the only windows though, but
no. But I'm saying, you know what I mean? Get behind the windows.
Yeah. You can't. Listen, I had a lot of guys friends because I used to train a lot of different places. So a couple of buddies of mine from Henzo's. Hey, Sensei, listen, when is the ride supposed to happen? Oh, it's supposed to happen tomorrow. We're gonna fucking pull up. We're going to stay all night in front of the gym, see if somebody try some shit.
That's what we try to do in the New York City Black Belt Center because they said they were coming around with Corona.
Yeah.
Here in Corona.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Corona.
In Corona. And they were protesting and we were trying to get it. Me, him, and him, we just went down at 6 o'clock when it started. And for the most part, it was a rainy day and it was kind of peaceful, so nothing came through. But we were ready to like be out there. We had like samurai swords in there.
Oh, should be careful. Did you see that dude with the samurai sword? They fucking almost killed him.
No fucking way.
That was a dude that had a sword, man. He was trying to protect the store. I don't know if it was his.
Oh my god.
So he took a swing at one dude, but he did, but he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like just scare him.
Just to scare somebody.
So then somebody, I guess, tripped him, and then like 40, 50 motherfuckers deep just
dropped down. That's right.
They almost killed him, man. I really think he died. Like it was just that bad, man. It was just, what do you do? Even if you're the best fighter in the world, you got 50 punches kicked.
Oh yeah, no. I wouldn't be outside. I'd be inside.
You know what I mean?
But I'd be inside with the sword. Baki.
I don't think Baki can hold that shit up. I don't know. I was watching that last night.
That's that anime. The anime shit.
But yeah, man. So it's it doesn't make sense, like I said, that the governor, the president, all these other people say you can protest and be bunched up together, but people can't train, which it's been proven to help people's mental state, physical state, build up your immune system. Why wouldn't you want people to work out? Unless you want people to get sick.
Yeah, and I seen how you even try to even adjust to the whole situation by you made they had LMS make masks. Last man standing. Shout out to Doug and Ernie.
Yes, sir.
On that clothing merch, they were making the masks with the logo, and you guys were training.
Absolutely.
And we're showing how like we're doing as little contact as possible.
Absolutely. Right now, look, we're live right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but we got instructor Nitsi. Yeah, she's doing the online classes.
Oh, okay, with the kids?
Yeah, she's doing it with the kids right now. So I was just checking up on the kids, see how they're doing, because that's another way we can help keep people motivated.
At home.
You know what I mean? But listen, at the end of the day, nothing, and I'll say it straight up, nothing beats human interaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I need to be able to be here with you, teach you how to jab, teach you how to cross, how to comb, how to slip. Right. I can do it online, but it's like, I can try to correct
as much as you might miss.
You know what I mean? And listen, if you want to be a good fighter, you need to fight. Yeah. You can't fight the air. Yeah. You need to get punched. You need to get kicked. You need to build that natural reaction, and you can't do that online. But you can get better. You can get technical. Right, exactly. You can get technical. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Who's another great guy that oh gosh, I'm spacing out. Two of my boys that have it. Shane Faison. Shout out to my man.
Shane Faison.
Right, Shane Faison does fight tips. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers.
Yeah. I watch Shane Faison's tips all the time.
3 million followers. We were just talking the other day about this shit. Andy Sauer just came out with a kickboxing university app. That guy's the GOAT. Right. So and I downloaded his app. I mean, for the most part, I love you, man, because we are on the same wavelength when it comes to teaching. It does, like I said, it does keep certain people motivated, but like for me personally, I need to hit someone, or I need to, like, I don't know if you've seen people are doing jiu-jitsu online. How good can you get at jiu-jitsu without having someone trying to pass your guard, without someone trying to put that pressure inside mount, or learning how to escape the mount with the dummy?
We just got him to do an arm bar.
Yeah.
We were doing it. Yeah, but now imagine doing that without somebody.
With the pillow.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah.
It's hard.
You can focus on the techniques and stuff, but like it's not the same. And what I love about striking one-on-one is that when I've gone to other gyms, it's more like they make you like sit down or like, you know, like you're watching other people, but you kind of get like anxiety.
Yeah.
But in striking one-on-one, when you're sparring, no matter if it's your first day, because I was sparring on my first day, there's levels. There's level 1,
I get
2, or 3. Right?
You let people fight on the first day? Fuck yeah, I do.
Fuck yeah.
They're like, but why? That's different. Listen, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, go.
You go outside this place right now.
Yeah.
Someone bumps into the street and they want to fight you. Are you gonna be like, wait, it's my first day. I never fought before. You think he's gonna give a fuck?
Bust nah.
Right? No one's gonna tell you, oh, it's your first time fight. No. So in other words, even in your first class, like George was saying, there's levels to it. Level 1, level 2, level 3 to make you comfortable, but also to make you understand that, hey, shit, what we're teaching works and how to apply it. Because if you don't know how to apply it, God forbid, maybe that 1 or 2 things you learned on the first day, you bump into the street, shit, I did it in class. I was practical with it. I was doing it with somebody. It might come out and help you. But if you didn't do shit like George said and you were sitting down on the sidelines and watching, it's hard.
It's hard.
You know what I mean?
It's hard. And then the thing is with people who don't even fight, they build up that anxiety when you're just sitting there like, oh, it's my turn. Everybody's going to watch me. It's my turn. Yeah. But in here, we just partner up in 2s or partner up in 3s. Yep. And then
kick each other's ass.
Yeah, we just all go and we're all like we're flowing for like a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and we'll just do that and we just get comfortable. Nobody's trying to kill each other. Nobody's trying to go hard. Nobody's trying to take everybody's head off. We're trying to just sit there and learn. And even the most advanced fighters, they adjust to the person that they're with. Correct. Right? Like maybe they're just gonna move around more. Right? You're just gonna throw more jabs or just things like that. Like focus on your small things. Correct. When the advanced fighter gets with the advanced fighter, then they go at it. You know, they both know.
And they're working on it.
Yeah, they're both working on it. And it's in they build you up. Like Ernie beat me up day 1, bro. But I took him down. I took him down.
He's like, oh shit, says this motherfucking grapple.
So you jumped to level 1 or did you jump to level 2?
No, I went to level 3.
I went to level 5. I was like, where you going? Yeah, I love this place. I'm not leaving Sensei. We scrapping. It's fun, man. Listen, nobody has egos. Nobody, like George said, everyone's there to help each other. I can't really see anything. Like, I don't think anybody in the academy is an asshole except me. I'm like, not Mr. Miyagi. I'm Johnny Lawrence. You know, like I'm the Cobra Kai motherfuckers. Like, I'll kick you in the dick when you're not looking. Yeah, you know, punch in the throat type shit. Shit that works.
Exactly. Yeah, man. And what the best part, what I really love about the academy is that in 3 to 6 months, if you go continuously, even if you go three times a week, because it's hard for me to like have a full-time job. Right. And then also I was trying to go to school. Right. And then trying to go to striking 1-on-1, then trying to go to jiu-jitsu at the same time. Yep. Like and do all these things. And taekwondo.
Fuck, man.
I was doing a lot.
I can't even wipe my kid's ass and feed the other one. Shit, you doing it all, man.
Yo, I was trying, man. But yeah, so I was doing that. And just being at striking 1-on-1 for like 3 months, my stand-up game improved like drastically, and then I'm here for a longer amount of time. I almost been here for like a year and a half or 2 years, I feel. You know, Carissa came in. She knew absolutely nothing about fighting. I've seen so many people grow in just like 3 months to 6 months significantly and just striking. Yeah. And like and they're sparring too. Absolutely. Like it's crazy, and I love that about the gym.
Who's one guy that sucked a lot?
Jonathan.
Yeah,
everybody always picks on Jonathan, but Jonathan is good now. Jonathan's really good.
About this kid, man. I would tell him the first day, punch, he kicked. Tell him to kick, he punched. I tell him to go left, he went right. You know what I mean? Like he was, and I love this kid. Like he's my adopted son.
He's young.
Yeah, he's like 16.
He's like 16. Yeah. He's young, but he's big. He's a tall kid. He's a tall kid.
Yeah, he's enough to be my kid. My oldest is 17, my oldest son. So I bust his chops a lot. And his mom came in. Oh, my son is very good. He's gonna be one of the best. I was like, okay, man, no problem. He's like, I want him to, train with you. I was like, yes, man, no problem. Sweetheart of a lady. Kid comes in. I'm like, holy shit, this kid sucks, right? Which is great. I'll tell you right now. For me personally, I love working with people that have no natural talent. That was me, right? Like you would have to teach me something 1,000 times for me to get it. But with those 1,000 repetitions, I got that much better. Because there's some people that get it like that and they only do it once and then they move on. So you really don't really get to perfect it. Yeah. But because I sucked so bad, I had to do it over and over and over. Right. Right. Yeah. So that's like Jonathan, right? He'll just do something over and over, like he was saying, and he just dramatically improved. He had a Muay Thai tournament, the YDL, and that kid fucking wrecked house against another kid that had another fight, and they didn't even tell us about it, but Jonathan fucked him up. and then he had an official fight at Friday Night Fights.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look back at the fight, I'm like, holy shit, Johnathan technically won by KO.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right?
I remember.
So because on the third round, or TKO, whatever you want to call it, they were moving around. Johnathan did that lateral 2, boom, boom, hit the uppercut, and then he chopped the leg. And when he chopped the leg, the kid went down. Now, I'm on dad mode right then and there because they're both teenagers. Like adults. If it's you guys fighting, I don't give a fuck. Kill each other. Whatever. We're grown ass men. But there were kids, so I felt bad for the other kid. Mind you, this is the same kid he kicked his ass before. So it was a cool little rematch.
Yeah.
So I naturally went into dad, and I'm like, oh my God, this kid broke his leg. What the fuck's going on? The doctors go in. And it turns out that it was just a perfect low kick that Johnathan placed, and the kid went down and he couldn't get up. Yeah. Right? So if you look at it, that's a 10 count or 8 count, whatever. 1, 2, 2, done. The fight is over. But because they were teenagers and because you're worried about it, they went in on the check leg. Oh no, it's just he just got hurt from the low kick. Let the fight resume. I was still fucking hyped. Like, fuck him up some more. Chop the other leg.
And he still won.
Right. He still won. He won dominant. It was like 30-27, the whole thing. But
crazy. When
I look back at it, I was like, fuck, he should have won by TKO or KO, whatever you want to call it. So if you're watching this, the only time I say you don't semi-suck, you're right. You still suck. You still suck.
So you got subscribers.
Yeah, he still sucks. Dutch is another one, man.
I want to hear about Dutch. All right, it's crazy.
Dutch is another.
Because Dutch and Ernie and even Brandon Joshu, crazy. He's so good technically, so good instructorally, but like
they're all different.
Yeah, they're all different in their own way, and they've all taught me so much. Just from sparring with them, from training with them. So yeah, let's hear just the.
So are you guys into like anime and shit? You know, you said Baki.
Everyone loves anime. We're kind of into anime.
So there's an old school anime called Kenichi. It's called History's Strongest Disciple, right? So you guys got to watch it. So there's this kid who gets jumped in high school, and he ends up bumping into a martial arts academy, and there's 5 different instructors. There's a karate master, a Muay Thai master, a jiu-jitsu master, a weapons master, and a kung fu guy. And the 6th one was the grandmaster, whatever. So the kid starts learning different disciplines. And every time he gets into a street fight, he uses each different style, which is pretty dope. Like,
that's
he'll
crazy.
Imitate the Kyokushin guy. Bop, bop, fucking bare knuckle. Then the Muay Thai with elbows. Dope. I was like, man, that'd be pretty cool to try that shit out. So I'll say this right now, out then and there. Yes, I do have a curriculum, but the way I teach each student is different. Like, you will never look like Carissa, nor Carissa will ever look like Dutch, or Dutch will ever look like Brandon. Like, now you understand?
Yes.
You all have the same, but I purposely look at your body type and I say, you're meant to be an in-fighter, or you're meant to be an out-fighter, or you're meant to be a brawler, or you're meant to be a technician. Like, Joshu's a technician. Right?
Yeah, Joshu's a technician.
He's super smart. His IQ's out there.
Crazy.
Fucking out there. Like,
crazy.
I talk about this all the time. I'll tell you, like, if I teach you, I'm like, brother, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a fist, we're going to punch a hole in his chest. Right? Well, he'll talk to you. Listen. With his glasses. We're going to pivot, use kinetic energy, have the energy transfer up through your hips, use your core, use your, like, he'll just use such,
you even got the
smart, man. Like, the glasses.
The glasses.
I love him, man, because he's just so intelligent and he knows the science and he knows the anatomy and his vocabulary. I mean, of course, he graduated summa cum laude in college, all that stuff. Like, he's just,
he's a great fighter and he went to college, math degree, everything.
Graduated and shit, right? So, so like, every one that I train is different, which is I think why we're so good. Because if you're an outfighter and I got a match coming up against him and he's an outfighter, you're helping me train by working with you because you guys have similar styles. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build you guys up differently, because if you guys were all the same, let's just call it type 1 fighters, and you have to go against a type 2 fighter, you won't know what the fuck to do. Because that's all you've been used to, is fighting type 1 fighters. So in our academy, we have like 6 types of fighters. So everyone falls into a different category, which is great. And you can take from each other and add it to your own, of course, but you're prepared to fight different types of fighters. And that's the way I've designed the academy to be. And it's been successful, right? That's why you guys that are champions in boxing, champions in kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. Like, fuck, man. We've beaten some of the best gyms, Citan, Enzo's, the Watt. I mean, you name it. Like, there's not one gym we haven't, had the pleasure of sharing the ring with, but also beating. So that's the proof in the pudding that what we teach works. Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I mean? That's another reason why, like, after this whole shit that happened, like, you know what? I'm not just gonna sit here and lose the gym. I know it means a lot to you guys. I know we have a lot of unfinished business. Like, I got a huge phone call today, and I put it out now with Lou Neglia. For those of you guys that don't know who Lou Neglia is, that's the fucking Don. If John Jones, all these guys in the East Coast, Matt Serra, they're in the UFC because of
UFC fighters, because Lou Neglia.
Because of Lou Neglia.
Jesus.
Like they all fought for him, and he owns Ring of Combat. He owns Combat of the Capital, Battle of the Millennium. So when I fought for him, and that's how we have that great relationship. And so all you guys, I've always said that's the guy we have to always have a great relationship, fight for. You know, and don't get me wrong, we fight for other organizations, but he's the reason why we fought in the UFC. He's the reason why we fought in Bellator on Glory. And now he just called me today, say, Sensei, you know, I just want to talk to you about what happened with the gym. I'm sorry, I'm gonna help you rebuild. We're gonna do a GoFundMe, whatever it is you want to do. Love you, Lou, for that. Thank you. You know, we just got Zaruk and Jonathan Dabila in one championship, and they're friends of mine. I was really happy for them to go. So the next person I'm putting in one championship is Dutch.
Shut the fuck up. One championship?
One championship, man.
That's crazy. One championship is like another UFC, like Bellator platform, but it's like its own thing now.
It's the biggest MMA platform in Asia. It's the biggest. It outdoes the UFC.
Demetrius Johnson's in there.
Oh, they're smart, man.
It's
you know
crazy.
why one championship is so good? Because UFC is just MMA, right? But one championship has boxing fights, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and MMA fights. That's insane. And the mixed card.
Each fighter has
the mixed card,
we could be watching right now kickboxing, and the next show is MMA.
MMA.
And then the next one is boxing.
Muay Thai.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No one's ever done that.
What are you gonna throw Dutch in Muay Thai?
Kickboxing and Muay Thai.
Kickboxing and Muay Thai. And boxing?
Yeah. He sucks at jiu-jitsu. We all know that.
Yeah.
Your ground game sucks, son. I fucked him up and Mario at the same time. It was the fucking most hilarious.
Oh, no.
They're like, oh, Sensei, we'll take it down. Mario tried to shoot in on me. I fucking sprawled that shit. Started whacking him upside the head. Dutch tried to choke me. I flipped him over with a judo toss. He's like, damn. Sensei even got ground game? Like, fuck, I never said I didn't, son.
Yeah.
It might be called Striking 101, but it says mixed martial arts after that.
So what's your how did you start in the whole like
My mom.
even your mom?
My mom.
How?
She was
What'd she do?
she's always been a single parent. My dad was like in and out type shit. So she put me there at the age of 4, and it was like a karate school, and I'll never forget this memory. It was on 61st and Roosevelt, right where the 7 train passes.
Ooh, we're here
Right.
in NYC.
Right, Woodside, you know. So there was a little dojo, it was a karate dojo right under the 7 train where the Long Island Railroad is and the 7 train platform is. Anyway, so I take my first class and we're going over like old school stuff. We're not talking about like Palm Hill strike.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
Even in Taekwondo, we have the blocks and
The blocks,
right.
yeah.
So it was a karate school. It was called Rocky's Karate or something. And they were going over a move where you do a palm heel strike to the face, and then the other kid's supposed to move to the side and does like a judo sweep, and then they punch you in the face. So I was partnered up with a fat kid. Not against fat people. I love you. I'm fat too. So he does the judo toss, boom, drops me down. And instead of just stopping there, he sits on my face and he farts.
What?
I shit you not, man. I'll never forget this. Who can make this shit up? Who can make this shit up? Motherfucker, I do the move. Ha! And this little cocksucker moves out the way, does the sweep. I fall. He literally hovers over me like a teabag and just... Right? So mind you, this is my char class, and my mom is there, and my sensei, I forgot. I mean, I was a kid. I was 4. So and when I get up, what my mom said? She's like, I didn't react like a normal kid would like try to hit him. I was like, let's just go back to drill. And then the instructor said, that's why your son is going to be so good, because of the way he just conducted himself. I don't know. I was just going back into training.
Yeah.
I wasn't like,
I was just about to say, I would have punched that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. He
But if you're watching, you fat son of a bitch,
come back
now.
come to me back now, motherfucker. Shit, I'm not as mature as I was when I was a kid. You know?
Says while he's wearing the Super Mario shirt.
It's my kid. So I started at 4 and I just kept going. I did Taekwondo. I'm a 2nd degree black on Taekwondo.
Oh,
a lot of people
shit.
don't know that. WTF, what the fuck?
No, they did not know that shit at all. No, actually, you got the craziest kicks I've ever seen. So I don't even know how the fuck I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Because this dude will lightly kick you, bro. Just like, it's insane.
It's
And the flexibility too.
yeah. So I did Taekwondo. I did WTF, World Taekwondo Federation, the whole Kukiwan stuff. Got my 2nd degree black belt, and then the Kyokushin, which that's honestly one of my most favorite disciplines. It's one of the most. If 10 people sign up, 2 people stay. That's how violent it is.
Yeah.
It's bare knuckle fighting.
I remember.
No pads.
Yeah.
Like if you're a pad, you're a pussy. You know? So it's like you're only allowed to wear a mouthpiece and a groin cup, and you're punching as hard as you can, elbows to the body, punches to the body. The only rule I didn't like, you can kick anywhere. I can kick you in the head. I can even knee you in the face, but I couldn't punch you in the face. I know, it's weird. So I can come with a spinning hook kick, jump, tornado kick, chop your head off, but I can't punch you in the face. Right, and their excuse was your hands are so lethal because we break bricks and we break so much shit with our hands and we break baseball bats with our shins that if you were to punch somebody, that you could really do damage. I'm like, I'm kicking you in the face. But
You're breaking.
Right, that did make me go to to do boxing with my coach, Pops. What was his name? Boricua guy. So I did boxing. After that, I wrestled in high school. Went to Newtown. Shout out to Newtown for making me fail my classes. 4 years in high school, and then I did Wing Chun. Then I did.
Wing Chun is that thing that Tony Ferguson does, or Jackie Chan does?
Ip Man. You know
Ip Man. Isn't that where you practice with like the wooden thing?
Yes.
Yeah, and then they're like coming out. The sticks are coming out. And you're like,
that's like a form of kung fu, right?
Yes, sir. It's actually pretty dope. If you know how to apply some of that stuff to MMA, it makes sense because the whole purpose of it is about blocking and striking at the exact same time. So like it's like George was doing. He was like this, right? So a guy would try to, let's say, hit me with like a back fist, so I block and I come back with that. That's like a simple little bullshit. But you can do that in boxing. Like you throw a jab, I can catch and jab right away. I just gotta be quick with it. It's the same principle. Yeah. Just applying it in other styles. You know what I mean? I did Wing Chun. I did Arnis, which is Filipino stick fighting. That shit was fucking.
I don't know about that. This is the first time hearing about that.
Violent as fuck. You ever got hit with sticks?
It's like nightsticks, right?
Yeah,
bamboo sticks.
Yeah, like bamboo sticks. Yeah.
Okay.
So you get, at first you start off with one, then two, and you progress. I had a Filipino Grandmaster Danny Paulo. I'll tell you a funny story. I'm 18. I'm teaching at a Taekwondo school, Hugo's Taekwondo. I think they're still open. And there was a tournament, and this dude comes by, and he gives me a card. What the fuck am I gonna do with this card? He goes, "I want you to come train with me." I was like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "I select people to train with me." I'm like, "You gonna rape me?" Oh my God. God rest his soul. Yeah, there's no way he can be alive. When I was 18, he was in his 60s. I'm almost 40. He can't.
Oh my God.
You never know. But I love this man to death. So anyway, so I look at the address and I show up, and we in Queensbridge in the hood, and during the worst time, like in the 90s. I'm like, I'm about to get shot right now, and I'm looking for the dojo, and it's an apartment building. I'm like, yo, this shit is a trap. This shit is a fucking trap. Why did he send me to an apartment building in the middle of the hood? So I called him. I was like, "Grandmaster, I'm outside." He goes, "Come in, come in." "Come in where?" He's like, "Come to the basement." I was like, "Yo, this is mad suspect." So I go to the basement.
Oh, he still goes.
I was just curious. I'm like, where does this go to next? So it was in he had a trainee. He turned the boiler room of an apartment building into his dojo.
Fire.
Fuck, man. He had a boiler. He put tires. Car tires are on the boiler, so when you would hit, it bounced back, so you start building up your forearm strength.
So they would hit the boilers?
Yeah, man. It was fucking crazy. Like, it was some crazy shit. He had his own setup of heavy bags, and of course, there were other people training from different schools. I'm like, yo, I'm really in like the fucking Van Damme Kumite shit, Bloodsport. I felt like I was in Bloodsport. I was like, this is a secret club, ain't nobody know about it, in the hood, with some old
He already
Filipino
broke the
dude.
first rule.
Right? I gotta tell you this fucking. Listen, two things happened there that I'll never forget. Like the fat boy. Fuck you, fat boy. So it was like my second or first. I had to be second class. He goes, "Oh, you're gonna work with this guy. He's gonna be coming soon." I was like, "Okay, cool." And he walks in, and it was a dude that was in the military. And he goes, gets changed, and maybe a little bit taller than me. And when he comes out, he's shorter than me. I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I look, and he had stumps. So he had prosthetic legs. And he had like plungers. It was weird, man. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like he had this thing so he could walk on his stubs. And his elbows, he didn't have the arms. He had like a slit to hold the sticks. And I went to, Grandmaster Danny Paulo. I was like, I don't want to work with him. Like, I don't want to hurt him. And he looks at the guy. He goes, "You can go 100%. Yo, this motherfucker lit me up. This motherfucker lit me up. Holy shit." That's the first and second time I ever judged the book by its cover. And he told me that, he goes, "You assume because he has limitations from what you see that he can't perform the way you could." Yo, never again. I was like, holy shit. So, and this guy was just jacking me up, whatever. Then the second most like thing, and I'll never figure out, I don't think I ever will, he used to use me as a dummy for like self-defense shit. Grab my shirt. I was like, yes, sir. And he fucking fling me like you do like Aikido wrist locks and that shit fucking hurts.
That shit hurts.
The Grandmaster? Yeah. That shit fucking hurts. When someone does like a joint lock on you, like arm bars, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's just joint manipulation. That shit fucking hurts. So he grabbed me like this, or I should say I grabbed him like this, and he goes, okay, guys, what we're gonna do? I don't know till this day what the hell he did, where he pressed, that half of my body went numb and I went down. I was like, this nigga just did the Demak. He just did the Demak on me. And I woke, and I'm like, yo, sir, Grandmaster, how do I do that? He goes, no, I can't tell you. What the fuck? It's like, how am I supposed to learn? He goes, most of you guys are young and you own your own gym and you're going to use it and you're going to sell it. And exactly word for word, he said, you're going to set it online for, learn the Demak for $9.99 or $99.99, whatever. I was like, but when do I learn? He goes, when you get to my age and you realize that martial arts isn't about making money, it's about teaching the art and passing it on. Right, because it is. I mean, it means everything to me. I am who I am because of martial arts.
This is some real Kill Bill shit right now.
No, for real. Like
this is some real Kill Bill shit.
And he was like, when you realize that martial arts isn't meant to develop financial status, but it's meant to help the people, then I'll teach it to you. I'm like, fuck. I was like, but when I get to that point, you might not be around. So like that. Yeah. Yo, he smacked me. He goes, I would have passed it on to somebody else. I'm like, oh, word. I was a kid, man.
Yeah, you were 18 though.
Holy shit, man! But that dude, I'll never ever forget him. The fat boy, Grandmaster Danny Paolo. And then the third most experienced thing is when I was in Colombia and I did Kyokushin out there. And I said, you never judge a book by its cover. The instructor was having kids do first of all, same thing. I look at the place. I go there. It's a fucking house. Like, what's up with me going to people's homes to train? So we're in the middle of Bogota, Colombia, right? Not a safe place either. And I go inside, I meet the senpai that was teaching the class. Oh, Sensei, ¿cómo estás? Whatever, we started talking. And he had a dope setup. The living room was his, lobby area. You know what I mean? Like, it was literally a dojo. It was just a house. And the second floor where he lived. So the living room was a whole lobby area. And then he had a huge, I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he had a cement training area. So it was like an extension to the house. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, so where's the mats? He goes, for what? I'm like, to land on? He goes, that's the problem with you Westerners and stuff like that, because you guys forgot how martial arts was created on natural earth. We used to train in the fucking fields, and you guys got used to using tatamis and shit. What happens if we go fight outside? You gonna ask for mats? I was like, fuck.
It's true.
Right? So, but this is cement.
I was gonna say, I was gonna be like, okay, I gotta go to the field and cement, though.
But this is cement. And then I'm like, so where's the kicking shields? He goes, since when you use kicking shields in Kyokushin? I was like, true. Right? So, okay. So then the kids class comes up first. And there was a kid.
How old the kids?
They were like 10 years old and stuff, but they were savages. So he started doing all these exercises. And then the next one was army crawls on cement. I'm like, fuck, that shit's gonna suck. The most impressive thing was one of the kids had one arm. I'm like, senpai, that's kind of messed up, man. Like, this kid's gonna be last. He goes, watch. That fucking kid smoked them all with one arm. That was the second time in my life.
Like just hustle that.
You know, everything, man. This is the second time in my life that I will remember you never judge a book by its cover.
Awesome, man.
You know, to do with the military, with the armies, and then the Colombia with that kid. And just a lot of stuff put in perspective, and this goes back now that I'm talking about this, when someone had texted me, you know what, Sensei? People come to striking not because of the gym, because we've been open for 8 years. We started off in Astoria, then we moved to Kew Gardens, whatever. But people didn't come to striking because of the way the gym looks or whatever it is. People came because of us.
Because of us.
Right.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been following you since Astoria. So, like, you know, and I'll keep going anywhere because like just
and
the
that
community.
that means everything to me, you know. And they're like, Sensei, it's not the gym that makes striking. It's striking that makes the gym. You know, it's like you guys could be training in a fucking park and you still put in that work. People still gonna get better. You know, fuck everything else. And then when this whole bullshit is over, you know, we'll open up. And like I said, thank you to Ernie to help me with the unemployment. Now we have that opportunity to now finally open with that. But the other good news that we had was, you know, the situation with the landlord. So the other day I was passing by and the assistant, she's like, can I talk to you? I was like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I just want to tell you, I saw the video you posted and I almost cried about, you know, you losing gym. She goes, I had no idea I was like, it's tough. Like, what do you want me to do? I owe you $40,000. It's $10,000 a month. I owe you $40,000. You know, bills are due on the 15th, March 15th. I couldn't pay you. Then it was the next 15th, and the next 15th, and the next 15th. It was $40,000 now. I got kids. I got to figure out what to do. I don't even have enough money to pay my groceries for my kids. I'm fucked. I told her straight up. And she was like, I honestly thought you were going to open in the next 2 weeks. I said, no, ma'am. I said, we're phase 4, and that might be September.
September.
Right. So I'm like, what? By the time we open, I'm going to owe you 70, 60. So I got to pay you the 10,000 on top of the back rent. I'm not going to be able to. So what do I do? So she's like, look, I'm going to talk to the landlord. Shout out to Ann, by the way, if you're watching this. I'm going to talk to the landlord. I'm going to ask him to give you the next 2 months for free. And I'm going to ask him for the $40,000 that you do owe him to put it towards the end of your lease.
Of the end of the lease,
right?
yeah.
So if I have a 5-year lease now, I got a 5-year and 4-month lease.
5-year and 4-month lease.
So I honestly broke down. I was like, holy shit, if you can make this shit happen, like I know everybody would be fucking happy. All the students, all the coaches, all the fighters. Yeah. Like, this is our second home, regardless. Yeah. You could go anywhere. Yeah. It's like George was there when we had the green mats and all this shit, and then we built it up. I mean, George has been with us fucking since the complex. I mean, he's like, you see how we built that.
Yeah.
That was our home. Like, that was literally our home. So, you know, shout out to Ann for even offering that. So hopefully I'll find out in a couple of days if the landlord accepts that. And if he does, then we're good.
I hope he does, because that's what a lot of people are doing right now, especially for real estate and home stuff. Like, because they just really have to speak to the banks. The bank says, okay, cool, we'll just add it on at the end, because all they have to do this is what every financial person is saying. Yeah. So they're saying that pretty much you speak to your landlord and you talk about how like if me and Christian, we couldn't pay the rent, we talk to our landlord, be like, hey, listen, we're not going to make rent this month.
We're having financial hardships.
He goes to his bank loan. It's like, they're having financial hardships, or I'm having financial hardships collecting the rent because of COVID or whatever. And then they're like, yeah, cool, we're gonna tack it on at the end. Nice. So pretty much we speak to a landlord. We're like, cool, okay, we're not gonna be able to pay you for these months. When everything opens up, then we'll pay you 20%, 15% extra on top of that.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And on top of our rent, that way you're slowly getting your money back. Correct. Because that's how real estate works at the end of the day. Yeah. Like, you're making cash flow, and at the end, there's no way to predict this. Yeah. What happened is insane. So that's what a lot of people are doing. So I think it's just like a matter of communicating with the landlord, really.
You know what else? Also, if you guys don't know, this happened to a couple of my friends that did lose their gym.
Yeah.
So the reason why landlords will get you out, or how they get you out, they say, yeah, I can't legally kick you out. 100%.
Yeah, the eviction thing, right? Yeah.
But they'll say, look, you can walk away right now debt-free. Just leave. Why would they want to do that? Because for them, it's still a business. So if they have no tenants, what do you think it's going to be? It's all tax write-offs. For them, it's a gain. Because if you have a tenant that's not paying you money,
I get you. I understand what you're saying.
So you can just say to the government, I need help. I need this. I need money. Because I don't have any tenants. I lost all this shit because of COVID. This guy walked away. But again, it's smart the way they say it. You can walk away right now debt-free.
Debt-free.
You want to stick around and take, like, this happened to one of my friends that owns a gym. Hey, do you want to stick around and risk to open in September? What if you don't get your students back? What if people are still afraid of COVID? Which is true.
It's true.
That some people are still afraid, you know? Unfortunately, one of our guys lost his dad to fucking COVID, you know what I mean? And
condolences.
Man. JP, I love that kid. That kid is like my son.
Oh, JP?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? His fucking dad passed from this shit. Like, the whole family caught it. And his dad, they put him on a ventilator, and he just, man, he couldn't do it. And that shit sucks. You know,
it's crazy, boss.
It fucking sucks, you know. But it's like, situations when it hits that close, you would understand why, and JP wouldn't want to come in because maybe he doesn't want to get it to pass it to his mom or someone else. You know what I mean? So I would understand that. I really would. So it's like, when these landlords use that against you, it's kind of fucked up because they mentally fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want to take that risk?
Fuck with you, yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to pay me another $80,000? Then we're gonna go to court, because by that time I can take you to court now.
Exactly.
We opened up everything. You took the risk. All right, now you owe me $90,000 and the remaining of your lease.
And they're gonna want to strike you.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I might have taken. I don't know. Realistically, I would have taken it because, like, and then try to find something else. There's always something competitive, I feel, especially now. Like, I think
they're really taking the risk. You're saying, like,
because the interest rates are getting low now for like buying houses and stuff. So I'd imagine the interest rates would be lower afterwards.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, but like, definitely sounds pretty, like, not too bad if you can like start I feel like you have so much experience, like starting in new places.
Listen.
So it's like you're not scared. You're like, I'm ready to jump. You know.
So we have Coach Luke Todd that owns Striking 101 Las Vegas. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my first fighters. So he owns like he couldn't even. He was supposed to have his grand opening when COVID hit. How fucked up is that? 50 grand invested into the academy. Beautiful. The name of the fucking street was 101. How fucking crazy.
Wow.
I was gonna post everything up. I was gonna go out there, do a whole tour. He's like, Sensei, yeah, just is 101. This is da. I was like, holy shit, look, beautiful place. And then COVID hits. Then Chicago, same thing. COVID hits. Chicago's closed. And then we were surprising with Miami. It's one of my friends that it's gonna own it. COVID hits.
It's in Miami.
All the gyms. You know what I mean? So those 3 gyms, they still remain. They're just closed. We're the only ones that officially kind of like closed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other ones, they can bounce back for sure because they have good relationships with their landlords. We're the only one that like, fuck. Which sucks because we're like headquarters.
I know. They were HQ, yeah. I saw the ones that were opening. I'm like, Jesus, like y'all making like an army pretty much everywhere, all in the US.
This is what I do with all my guys. So, and this is what I plan with George and everybody that joins me. I used to be part of a huge franchise. They're in the Tiger Showmans, whatever.
Tiger Showmans.
Yeah. 52 schools, right? Each school generates about $150,000 a month in tuition, right? Because they charge between $350 to $450 a month on memberships. They have over each school a minimum 350 students. At minimum. You just do the math right there, how much money you're making.
Jesus Christ.
Right? They were making that much in the 90s when I was there. In the 90s, when everybody was charging $100, $75 for karate, these guys were charging $300. And I was under the co-founder. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Shion, why you guys charge more than everyone else? And he says, because we choose our clientele.
So I was gonna say.
You know what I mean? Because if we charge less, then you're going to expect the mentality of those people that charge less. I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, think about it. If I say to you right now, it's $300 and you don't blink an eye, that's a student that I want for life because he doesn't have to worry about his financial. I get it. It's a business.
Yeah,
tactic.
it's a business tactic. Yeah,
right. And that's what they charge with. They're like Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
Only certain people can afford Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
Let's just face it.
I know because I trained at Vitor Shaolin. That dude is crazy talented, but it's 220 for the year with a contract, and for some 220 a month for a whole year, and then you can choose to re-sign that and everything. Right. But like he's like the best. He's like I literally just googled like, oh, what's the best jiu-jitsu spot in New York City, and it was like Henzo's or Vitor Shaolin's. And I'm like, Vitor Shaolin's is close to my job. I'm gonna go to Vitor Shaolin, watch some of his YouTube videos and everything.
It's fucking shit.
And I learned a lot. I learned, I had very people who cared about the sport were in there, and they also had their finances like set. So a lot of people from the district, from like Midtown Manhattan, would like go on break and go straight to jiu-jitsu, going for a class, and then come out. So yeah, like I don't know, like it's a good like you said, you're choosing your clientele, so it's worth it. It's at the end of the day, and you're getting the, I think like the most focused, the best
for sure
kind of thing you can get.
No. Like, look, you gotta look at it. I look at it my mom's point of view. Single mom, paying for all my training until I was like a teenager. She fucking had it. Worked 2 jobs just because she wanted me to be surrounded by positive people, energy. You know what I mean? Like people that told me not to smoke, not to drink, not to do this, get good grades. So what if I come across a parent like that?
So you know what I would do specific, like in a situation like that, because like I know, at the end of the day, we are just training people, but like, and everybody has their difficult finances. My mom's a single mother at the end of the day, and she's always tried everything to put me in situations like that. But for me, what would teach the kid more would be like, oh, like bring the kid, he'll do some work. Right. So he'll do some work. And he'll clean the mats, whatever he needs to do.
I cleaned the toilets, I did everything.
Exactly. And then, you get a discount. You work. You're putting in time and shit. So it's just like,
I learned a lot from these people, but the one thing that it did hurt me, I spent a lot of my years there, and when I wanted to open one, I remember having a meeting, and I was like, so how does this work? How to open up a Tiger? It was like, it's $250,000. We get the money, we find the location, makes sense, and we build it out for you, mats, all that stuff. And, Tiger, Danny Shulman gets 33.3% of what you make off the top before you pay any bills. So if you make $100,000 in tuition, he takes 33.3% right away. And then everything else is for bills and instructors. I'm like, shit. At first you think 33% is a lot, but then you're like, well, they're making it though. They're making $150,000 a month. So it's all right, it's not really gonna hurt me. So it's like, okay, cool, let's do this. How we do this? It's like, yeah, you got to go to the bank to get the money. I was like, wait, can you guys help me out with that? Like, I worked for you for free. I taught for free. I did, like stuff because I cared about the academy.
Yeah.
He goes, no, you got to go to get a loan on your own. I was like, hold it. So that right there kind of hurt me and turned me away because I committed so much to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, one fucking day when I open up my own gym, I'm going to do it the right way. So what did I do? So every time I open up a striking, whoever's trained with me for X amount of time that knows their shit, that understands the curriculum and can explain it to people, right? I said, you know what? These 3 people, I select to own the gym. And that belongs to them. They didn't have to put $1. Why? Because let's say it takes you 8 years to get your black belt with me. Those 8 years that you pay tuition, that was your investment into the academy I'm going to open up for you. I'm just going to save it for you and put it away without you even knowing.
Oh,
you understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you're investing in your fighters.
Absolutely. Because if you invest in me and believe in me, I believe in you.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take your tuition for 8 years along with 2 of your other teammates, put it away, and I'm going to open it up. And, each instructor, each owner gets 25%. And why? Because it's hard to run an academy on your own. But you got teammates. You want to go to Hawaii? We got you. We got your back. Go ahead. Enjoy your weekend. Take 2 weeks. We got you. When you come back, it's my turn. And then when you come back, it's his turn. It's fair.
It's a team.
Yeah, it's a team. It's fair, right? It's fair. And then the remaining 25% goes to what we call like a piggy bank, a bank. Why? Because the more academies we have, the more the piggy bank grows. The more the piggy bank grows, the faster we can help the rest of our teammates to have their own gyms.
That's so smart.
You understand? Now, let's say you own a gym and your gym is going under for whatever reason. Well, that piggy bank that he's putting in from his academy, he's putting in from his academy, I'm putting from, we're going to help you keep afloat because we're going to make sure that your gym is not going to close. You understand?
Yeah.
Until your gym comes back up on its feet. Because it could be something where, I don't know, you're having just a bad month or 2 or 3, whatever. Yeah. It happens to a lot of academies. They have like a little dry spell.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah. That. So every year you have like a few months funks where something happens.
So, but if you have that piggy bank, boom. That was one of my plans that I like I said, is I want to do with everybody. So like Richmond Hill, I plan to give it to the guys. Boom, you 3 own it. Moving on next. Miami, you 3 own it. Las Vegas, you 3 own it. Chicago, you 3 own it. And just keep it moving. And I think it gives people an incentive to continue to train. Because if you go to college for what? For a degree. Hoping that degree will give you a great career, we get paid what you need to get paid. Right? So if you do this for 8 years, just like anybody wants to be a doctor, you commit so much time to it. It's your passion. It's your career. It's what you're a professor at, where you're a doctor. And it's the same thing in the martial arts. You're analyzing the body, how to break it down, how to destroy it. Not everyone can do what we do. No. Right? So
you put the time in.
Right. So why shouldn't you be compensated for it? Why shouldn't you receive something at the end of the road besides just getting a dope black belt and a certificate? No. Here's your academy. Thank you for believing in us. We believe in you. That's your give back.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do. And then,
but what I would just as from a business standpoint, what I would definitely suggest is that all these people that are like maybe being looked at, or if they would like to, they need to maybe you need to enforce like that the finance, the budgeting, and the credit thing, because the credit thing from the banks. Like when you're 18, you can start building your credit. And that's the biggest thing in like America, that we failed all our entire education system. We don't teach anybody about taxes. We don't teach anybody how to really budget. 100%. And we don't teach them how to build their credit score. And at the end of the day, when you do want to go open that bill, whatever your passion is, because it's America, like we build something off our passion, but we got to go to a bank first. You have your credit score, you know how to build on top of it. And then you can take free vacations from reward points and things like this. So like, once, because, you train people from very young, and eventually in the future, their passion might arise and they might want to do that. So when they're 18, they should learn, oh, hey, like this is how you can build your credit score. This is not like a scam. This is free information you can find online. There's so many great influencers out there, because like this is what I did, right? Like for the last year, once I started joining striking, like my cousin's seen it. I've passed this information to him, to Edwin in the back, to build their credit score. Literally, you just open up a credit card. And then there's so many like myths, and especially from like parents, Hispanic parents too, where it's just like, oh, don't open up so many credit cards because you're gonna get in debt. You're like shooting yourself in the foot. But it's like, if you know how to manage it and you understand how to pay it back and not get charged interest, and
beyond your means.
Not live beyond your means, and you'll get the rewards points. You'll literally get free trips to anywhere you really want to go, and you're building credit so that one day when you want to go get a loan, you have all your papers, aligned,
Yeah, of course.
and your credit score is 750, you're getting the best interest rate. You're getting the best loan that you can possibly get.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think,
Thank you, brother.
yeah, maybe, and it takes like what, like 3 to 6 months to really build it from a 600 credit score.
What's the lowest
You know
score?
what I'm saying? The lowest is like, I think he has like a 530. He had like a 531,
I've had a 502 before.
and he owed a lot.
been
And
as low as
yeah,
502.
I'm at 450.
Oh, shit. 50 is crazy.
Whatever's the lowest.
So it's like, yeah,
And you're right though. Credit is everything, man. Credit is everything. You can do so much for credit, right? Like when I opened up the first striking, I didn't have any credit. Like I said, I was young, man.
Mhm.
How did I do it? I was working as a Taekwondo instructor, right? And I was working as a porter overnight. My schedule was from 11 p.m. to 7 in the morning. I was a porter, cleaning buildings and all that shit, throwing out garbage.
yeah,
I'd come home and I'd sleep, get home at 8, be at the academy at 12. From 12 p.m. until 9 p.m. I had to be in the academy, only to take a train 1 hour into the city and go back from 11. That was my schedule. And on the weekends, I would street race. You can find me on YouTube. Shit you not, I'm on YouTube. I used to street race into Riga Avenue in the Bronx. So that's how I would save my money to open up my first gym.
that's crazy.
So if you want to find me, look up Boost Builders. Boost Builders. Look up Boost Builders. I was there doing my thing, making extra money.
Side hustles.
Legally.
Man. Side hustle.
If the cops ain't calling you, you're good. You're good.
Right.
That's crazy. Nah, but that is a side hustle, man. Because he was doing that and then doing something else that he knew he could make money in. And then, working. It's like, like everybody got to put their passions. You got to just stop being lazy, Even if you like playing video games, just like find a way to monetize off your video games. Find a way to have a voice and like speak through it. Because the more younger you are, the more. And definitely mixed martial arts gives you that confidence.
Absolutely.
And it gives you that discipline to like, because one day when maybe 3 months in you're doing mixed martial arts in your academy, the other person is, every time we're always teaching somebody else. Maybe you were here yesterday, maybe you could teach them, you're in a week and there's a new guy that just came in.
That's how you get better.
You're a week in, you're teaching the other guy how to do the jab that we were doing last week.
Right.
So it's just like, you're having the confidence enough to speak about it. Eventually that confidence grows and grows and you're practicing
Translates to the outside.
Exactly. So then it translates to everything else you do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I see it. If you guys don't follow my man on Mindful Fighter, I'm gonna fuck you up. But even the way you said, the way you articulate what we drill, because you get it.
Yeah.
You understand it. Because
Yeah.
you're there with people, you're drilling it. And so you can pass that information correctly.
Exactly.
And that's what's the most important, because sometimes people don't, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't click. It doesn't click as well. But I always see like even Doug, like he'll really break it down for me. He'll be like, hey, just stop real
Doug
quick.
is another one, man.
Yeah.
Doug is another guy that got really good.
Yeah. Doug got really good.
He's still only pupusas, motherfucker.
And that's the thing is that like this dude is made out of steel, bro. He might not look like it, but he's made out of fucking steel, bro. Like
you want to know how to take hits? Build the gut. That shit bounces back. I'm telling you. Ever watch Dragon Ball Z Majin Buu? That shit just is like that. Boo.
Yo, I swear to God, that's crazy, dude. He got like that metal that Wolverine's made out of, bro, or some shit. Adamantium.
Sensei, why don't you get back in shape? Because I was already. Leave me alone. It's my time to be fat.
I'm a shape.
It's so good shit. I swear, man. It's so great, man, to see you guys doing your shit. That makes me proud, man. I'm living my second life with all of you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so corny, but like there was a Rocky movie. Which one was it with Mick? I forgot what it was, but he was telling how he's living his life again, watching Rocky doing this thing. And I get it, man. I see everyone
vicariously.
Yeah.
Vicariously.
Even if it's the little kids classes, and they're ranking up. Like I remember being them.
Mm-hmm. And he's out of kid, and I want to throw him into the striking kids classes. Yeah. And everything. How old do you gotta be to join?
No, yeah, I got my son's 5 on Sunday.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make him a savage, and he might kick you in the dick.
That's
the number.
Pump him, bro.
Listen, he's gonna have fun, man. Our kids are amazing, so real quick, the way our kids rank up, and because we're dads, and I know this, you're gonna appreciate this more than anything. When I was ranking up, it was just based on your skill level. Right? You know your shit, you rank up. Cool, stripe. Like in jiu-jitsu, you get stripe. The way I do our kids programs, yes, there's a curriculum that they have to understand for boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and jiu-jitsu. Sure, they got to get it. The second one is a physical assessment. They got to be able to do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, because we don't want kids being out of shape and all this other stuff, right? We don't want them getting picked on in school. Cool. The third one is you. In front of all the parents and all the kids, when he's getting that third stripe, I'm going to say, hey, Dad, has he been listening to you at home? Do you have to yell his name 10 times, or do you only have to ask him once? Does he help you by throwing out the garbage, doing the chores, doing the dishes without So now you have more power than what you already do because he respects me as a sensei, but he knows I respect you as dad. And it's that trifecta, you know what I mean? Like we work together. So now the parents use me as a like as a tool. I'm gonna call sensei if you don't listen. I'm gonna call sensei, right?
It's true. I've seen that too.
Right? So and then the fourth one is they gotta bring me their report cards. If they're failing at school, then they're failing with me. Why? Because we teach the way you conduct yourself on the mats is how you can conduct yourself off the mats in school with your parents, wherever you are. Right? I mean, this is me being sensei.
Nah, man. I applaud that, bro.
Right?
Everything you learn inside, you take it on the outside too.
Right?
Yeah.
It's how you conduct yourself. So parents have told me, Sensei, my kid is now in the principal's list, honor rolls, dean's list, student of the month.
Jonathan, I think is one of those.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because of you. Even Joshu did it because of his work ethic in the martial arts. The way, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, I work so hard literally because of martial arts. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
From striking 101.
It really does take over your life in a good way.
It does.
In a really, really good way, you know? So I do that with the kids and all the parents are happy, man. And I got 4 kids.
Cut it out.
You know? Zelda, I'm gonna train you. Watch. Black belt and dog food.
She's all flirting as she heard that knock. She thought it was the door.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I do that because I'm a parent. Like I said, I created that system.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, how would I want my kids to do this? And how can it help me at home? And how can it help them in schools? Like, you know what? We're going to make sure that when they rank up to get that stripe, they need to bring me their report cards. They fail, they ain't getting that stripe. They ain't listening to you at home, they ain't getting that stripe. They don't know their curriculum, they're not getting the stripe. They're not physically doing they're supposed to wake up and do the push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. When they're with us, they do it. And before they go to bed, they do it. So we're building monsters, man. We're building like little ninjas.
Little ninjas, man.
Yeah,
that's
for
crazy,
sure.
bro.
You know, kids are the future, man.
Kids are the future. That's a fact, 100%. All right, guys. I think we're about to wrap it up. Edwin's giving me the signal.
That's it.
Mr. Chuya. he's been like, yo, 3, 2, 1.
El jefe, sorry.
El jefe. So yeah, man. Yo, John, thank you so much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You know, throw out anything you like to say to the camera for striking 101
if you
to the
don't
youth. To the youth.
If you don't follow this podcast, I'm gonna fuck you up. If you don't follow Mambo Fighter, I'm gonna fuck you up. I had a kick to the dick. No, man. Shout out to you guys for doing this. You know, keep it up. Like I said, if you guys need any help with some other legends that you already know, I got friends like
man. I'll bring Andy Sauer. I want to bring Dutch in, Ernie.
No, I'm talking about like
Orlando.
fuck those guys. I'm talking about I'm talking about high level guy, Chinzo Machida type, Dwayne Ludwig type guy.
Dwayne Ludwig.
You know what I
I
mean?
fucking love Dwayne Ludwig.
You know,
we get TJ Dillashaw or something.
Those are my guys, man. Those are amazing martial artists. Dude. No, but all jokes aside, Dutch, congratulations to you, sir. You know, we got that phone call for one championship, so he has to do one more fight for Mr. Luneglia, and then you get to do your thing. And to the rest of the fight team, you guys are next. I don't have any favorites. I just favorite the person that commits themselves to what we do. That's the only person I favor in the academy. So you all are my favorites in a way, and you still suck.
All right. Thank you so much, John, for having us.
Peace. Thank you, gentlemen.
We're out. Please don't take anything personal. Peace. Whew. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I see that the whole shit.